KKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. And the Longhorns kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. First carry of the season. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Left side is Odom. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The run inside. It's Montgomery. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Vikings come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right side, it's Odom. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
To throw, it's Lacey. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rashad Downs going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Vikings with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Vikings decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hands it off. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Wilson's got it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after that incompletion, they are left with a 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Lacy. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on 2nd down. Turning it on. Touchdown Longhorns. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's already got 46 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Here's a give to Hardy. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The fake and wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Vikings send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Give to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Napier. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground with the counter. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. And the missed connection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Vikings have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Hardy. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Vikings will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute.
Runs through a man. He might have space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, they come up with a big one through the air, and with his speed, I'll be honest, I thought he was gone. Nice job by the defense chasing him down, getting him down right at the 1-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Montgomery. Still on his feet at the 45. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Vikings come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Still looking. Throwing right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Vikings will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Right side, it's Winston. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quick spin on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
2nd and long here. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tells to fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rid of it on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. action. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Makes the grab in their space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Oh, he got loose. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Play action on first down. Left side, it's Winston. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside, it's Wilson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be knocked down. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to Hardy. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So the final period starts with a second down play. And the RPO got him. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Vikings come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds his man. It's Odom. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Hardy. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw on third down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Spins away from the defender. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There he goes. Inside the 40. The 20. He's a touchdown Longhorn. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his target. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, he's got some space. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They want that clock to run. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Wide receiver going in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it with Wilson. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Finds a tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. He's looking to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On the move, he fires. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing to the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had got